Free beer and hot wings in the morning. Grand Rapids rocks all day. 97.9 GRD rocks.
Partly cloudy, more humid. Some showers, maybe some isolated thunderstorms, though looking less and less likely for Grand Rapids and areas south. 86 the high. It's about 79 downtown GR. There's some controversy at Cherry Festival.
You just said that, and then I saw that news story.
Now, Cherry Festival, fantastic at Traverse City. Justin, when your wife gets here, that'd be a great trip to take her on. She would think you're great. Traverse City is gorgeous.
Yeah, that whole area is very nice. Lakeshore there.
A group of advocates for peace say that an air show that includes a performance by the Blue Angels, the Navy's flight demonstration squadron, everybody knows them,
Right.
shouldn't be allowed at the National Cherry Festival in Traverse City over the July 4th weekend. They say the Blue Angels are instruments of war and have no place at the Cherry Festival.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I agree.
Shut up.
Come on.
It's not as though they're up there murdering people.
Right.
They're just showing their cool demonstrations of skill. Everybody loves to see those things and their precision. Kids get a kick out of it.
They've been coming for 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what?
The Blue Angels, they're not sending them overseas to drop bombs on kids. They just go from county fair to county fair flying cool.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it.
Yeah. And just because they can be used as instruments of war doesn't mean that those 5 jets are instruments of war.
They're like the Harlem Globetrotters of aircraft.
Yeah.
That's all
They have
are.
amazing speed and skill.
Yeah.
And they do some crazy cool things. And that's it. If you don't want jets at your fair, go to a different one because there's a lot of them. They might not be as big or as cool as Cherry Fest, but there's plenty of places where you can go get a falafel and ride stupid rides.
Right. I don't think the Blue Angels is indoctrinating anyone into being like a hawk when it comes to war.
No, they're not.
You know, I never used to like war, but I saw those fancy planes, and now I want to bomb people.
Yeah.
Death to the world.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and unless I get to ride
Yeah.
in one, it's like, whatever. I don't care if they're there or not, but some people do. It's fun. It's a fun activity to go see those Blue Angels.
Yeah,
up there.
it's impressive. Mm-hmm. It's
Boy, do
neat.
I want to ride in one, though. I'm so pissed that that they haven't been back here to Grand Rapids since like a year after we came here.
Yeah.
Or before, that is. Because I remember Dave, the year before, got to ride with them.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
So pissed.
It'd be pretty great. Someday.
It would be.
Ziggs, who does afternoons on the radio station around in Nashville, was telling us a story that he got to ride with them one time, and then another guy at the radio station he worked at, they were in Georgia at the time. Ziggs had the choice, and he chose skydiving.
Yeah.
And another guy
he
that
went
was
up
at
with
this,
the Rangers.
Yeah, another guy went too, and he chickened out and didn't skydive. But what he didn't know, I'm fascinated by this story, is that when the Rangers go up, they have a bet. First one to put 2 feet on the ground wins.
Yeah.
And that includes the pilot. So as soon as the last guy goes out, this guy thinks he's staying safe in the cargo plane after the guy jumps out. And all of a sudden, the pilot goes, and nosedives towards the landing strip. And he said the guy was so scared for his life.
Yeah, he noses it in like they're taking heavy fire in Fallujah.
Yes.
And, said he had a pretty rough go.
That's what the pilot at Skydive Illinois used to do, because you could take a ride up there just to observe without jumping. You would pay and you would sit in the cockpit, and that's according to my buddy Danny. When I jumped out, that's exactly what Jerry the pilot did.
They immediately peel off.
Yes,
and they do it all the time, so they probably don't even blink.
No, they don't.
No,
but it freaked him out.
Would me?
Yeah.
Did he? And he had no idea it was coming.
No idea.
Oh, way worse.
They made that $25 worth it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a favorite part of the pilot, no doubt.
Of course.
It's not that much fun to go up or to watch people jump out. Oh, whoop-de-doo.
Well, no, you're doing that same flight pattern all day, every day.
It's watching the face of the passenger who remains.
Yes. Yes.
It's no different than when you do a ride along with a race car driver or something.
Yeah, for
you're
them,
like, well,
it's
this
no
is,
big deal.
This has been a lot of fun today. Want to ride with the race car driver? Yeah, that'd be super.
Yeah.
And you get in and you go, ah!
Yeah.
Because it's terrifying.
Yeah, but for them, they're not even going top speed with
No,
that
and
car.
for them, it's hilarious. They're like, how you doing over there? Not good. I'm so scared.
You know when you're like in an amusement ride, in your head, you can't pick your head up because you're
Yes.
going so fast.
Yep.
Is it like that when you're in a race car, you think?
Well, when I did the ride along at MIS, they were going so fast, but you're so tied in with the hands device. When you're sitting still, you can only turn your head just a little to the right and to the left. But then the part where you felt the G's the most was accelerating out of pit road up into turn 1 and through turn 2, where it was still coming to speed. And then once you got to like 175 miles an hour, it just, I mean, you could definitely feel it in the corners, but it kind of started to normalize a little bit. Like, oh, here we are, 8 inches from the wall going 175 miles an hour.
Awesome.
That's what I remember.
We're fine.
See, that's even how it was for me. When I did the ride along at Berlin, which is so much smaller, and the speeds are not nearly what they are at MIS.
But you're turning almost the whole time,
But it's the same thing. He came out of the pits and nailed it, and so you're accelerating forward, so you're being pushed backwards, and then he's also turning very quickly into the first corner. So you're getting G-forces in 2 different directions, and your brain immediately scrambles. Like I got vertigo. I go where, it's that feeling where once your body calms down, it's fine. But the first 2 laps around, it was like, that feeling when you want to crawl out of your own skin.
Yeah.
Where you're like weirdly dizzy. It's that. God.
Those videos of Air Force members doing that G training.
Oh, my God.
I forget what it is, where it's like 4 or 5 times.
Is that where it just sends you in a circle?
And they black out every time.
Centrifuge. Yeah.
Oof. Looks
No
awful.
Thanks.
I would
That's why I
love to
will
do
not
that.
be an astronaut.
I'd love to do that.
It looks pretty. Where they wake them up and they're like, "Were you okay? Did you pass out a little bit? Yeah, I lost consciousness.
Did you see
It's okay.
The one of the guy who wakes up in the middle of it and starts flipping out, and then all of a sudden he's back down.
Yeah, and then it's done and he's fine.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Oh,
it seems like it.
I mean, he'll have probably long-term brain damage. Of
Oh,
some
yeah.
sort, I would
PTSD
assume.
forever.
Yeah.
I would.
No, for the most part, he can eat and feed himself.
Yeah.
Go to the bathroom
Mostly.
in a toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for now.
That's a good start.
He cries when he poops.
Out of his butt.
It's fine.
Tears of brown.
It's Metallica. Sad but true. 97.9 GRD rocks.